Syndrome X. Testosterone and metabolic syndrome. The link was published in Indian J Endocrinal Metab, 2012 16 Supple 1:S12-9, by Salamar, Kshtrimayamaz, Kism R. They discovered that metabolic syndrome or syndrome X is a constellation of insulin resistance, hyperglycemia, hypertension, low high-density lipoprotein cholesterol, and increased very low-density lipoprotein and triglyceride levels. It is one of the main threats for public health in the 21st century, with its associated risk of cardiovascular disease. This condition affects a major chunk of mankind. International Diabetes Federation estimated that around 20 to 25% of the adult population of the world has metabolic syndrome. Several definitions have been put forward by different expert bodies, leading to confusion. To overcome this, joint new statement of many expert groups have been issued. There are also several studies showing a significant difference in serum T between those with metabolic syndrome and those without. Serum T has also been shown to be associated with components of metabolic syndrome, and testosterone replacement therapy improves various metabolic and anthropometric parameters in metabolic syndrome. Patients with androgen deprivation for treatment of various cancers have also been reported to have higher prevalence of metabolic syndrome. But the evidence of association is not sufficient evidence for the causation of metabolic syndrome by low testosterone, and long-term studies are needed to confirm whether T deficiency is the cause or is a feature of metabolic syndrome. High prevalence of metabolic syndrome in Hong Kong. Chinese comparison of 3 diagnostic criteria, published in Diabetes Reis-Clin Pract, 2005 August 69 to 168. EPUB 2005 Jan 21 Biko GT, Cockram CS, Chow CC, UV, Chan WB, SOE, Chan NN, Chan JC. The World Health Organization, European Group for the Study of Insulin Resistance and National Cholesterol Education Program expert panels had introduced definitions for the metabolic syndrome. We aimed to estimate the prevalence of MS in a working population in Hong Kong using the 3 definitions for MS and compare their relative significance. The data are obtained from a prevalence survey for glucose intolerance and lipid abnormality in a Hong Kong Chinese working population. The distribution of occupational groups in these subjects was similar to that recorded in the Hong Kong census and representative of the Hong Kong working population. Definition of obesity was modified using the Asian criterion of body mass index greater than or equals 25 kg/m2, waist circumference 80 cm in women and greater than 90 cm in men. The mean age was 37.5 +/9.2. Using the Asian definition for obesity, the prevalence of MS using the WHO criterion was the highest. The prevalence of different components of them ranged from 6 to 38%. In subjects aged less than 50 years, there was a male preponderance for MS, but this trend was reversed after the age of 50 years. The prevalence of MS in Hong Kong Chinese of working age ranges from 6.1 to 13.4% depending on various diagnostic criteria. There was a male preponderance before the age of 50 years and a female preponderance after the age of 50 years. The inclusion of albuminuria and insulin resistance by the WHO has made it the most discriminative criterion in identifying at-risk individuals in all age groups.